Hey guys, I'm Sandy. If you're new here, I do crafts. If you're joining me again, thanks so much. No, really, it's good to hang out and talk crafts with, in my head, we're having a nice little conversation. So, yeah. No, yeah, so I'm just gonna share with you what I've done. I haven't done a lot this week. I have some issues with anxiety, and this week it was really bad, so I took some time to rest, and we also did an IKEA run, so I've been unpacking a little bit more. Which is good because it's starting to get a little wieldy. Also housekeeping. I have a bird, so you might hear a chirp or two or a lot depending on his little mood. And I also have a dog who is sleeping now, but if he decides to get up, power to him. So, like I said, I haven't done a lot this week. Like I did some knitting, so I got pretty far on this, and this is also something that I think I just really need to focus on right now because I want to get this layette done. So it's the Bear Necessities layette by Debbie Bliss. I'm making it for my nephew-to-be. It's really cute. This is the back of the sweater, and then I have the blanket finished, but I have not woven in a single end this week. And I have the hat finished. And then eventually what I'm going to do is in this and on the blanket, you're going to put a little nose here and two little eyes here, like little teddy bears in dark brown. It's so cute. But yeah, so it's by Debbie Bliss, which is the yarn I'm using, her Cashmerino, which is acrylic, I believe merino wool, but it might just be normal wool, and cashmere. So it's so cute, so good. I love it. Like, but it is, and I think I talked about a lot about it last week too. This is hard. Like it's not hard once we figure it out, and I'm at the point now where I pretty much have the pattern, like the charts memorized. Yeah, it's not like hard, but it's like, I mean, you know, you got baubles, you got cables, you got mock cables, you've color work, like it's just a lot of things going on, and then these little twisted things. So yeah, it's a lot in that it's a lot of different things. It's very finicky. It's like, am I doing this right? Am I doing that right? But alas, it is so cute and so soft. And yeah, I'm doing, I think this is the 1-year-old size. I do this every time I make baby stuff, especially hats. I just don't have any concept for how big babies are, I guess. I don't know, but they, this is the 1 year, because I figure if he's born this month or next month, then I'd rather make the 1 year so then at least he might get, like, I think it's 1 to 1.5 years. So at least he'll get next winter out of it too, maybe, if that makes any sense. But, yeah, because I think this will be too warm for the summer. But that feels big. Like, I don't know, how big are babies? This is the big question. But, like I said, I do this every time I make a baby thing, and it always fits. So, I mean, maybe I should just stop freaking out. But it feels big. I don't know. Maybe I do not need to hang out with babies. That is not the right solution for that. But yeah, so that's all the knitting I've got done. I haven't touched my sweater. For crochet, I haven't touched my patch blanket at all. But I have been doing my temperature blanket. So this is the temperature blanket pattern by Debbie Bliss. I'm doing it in not by Debbie Bliss, that's the other one. This is temperature blanket by Wool and Hook, I think. Yes. Everything will be linked down below anyway, and it'll be right. So, yeah, so this is how it's going. I finally hit a day where I had a double day, and it ended up being a triple day. So, you know, I was concerned about when that would happen, but it did. So yeah, so this is the colorway she does for her color pack for winter, but I kind of, I mean, I didn't use the yarn she was using because it was an acrylic, and I wanted a superwash wool. Because, I mean, Ireland gets really cold. So, you know, on like a cold winter night, we need something a bit cuddlier. Yeah, but I'm really liking this pattern. I like how she has you crochet over the ends so that I'm not going to be on New Year's Eve weaving in like 10,000 ends. Well, not 10,000, it's 365 times 2. I don't know. But, yeah, so it's going really well. I'm sure it'll flatten out when I block it. Like, I'm not overly concerned. My tension probably is really off. I'm not as big a crocheter as I'm a knitter, so I am still working on it. But, yeah, I'm liking it. I really cannot wait to snuggle up under this. It's so good. Like the yarn, I don't know if I would want to do like a next to skin sweater with it because it is a bit on the like questionable, it could be scratchy adjacent, you know what I mean? Like it's fine, but after a long time I think it would get a little scratchy, but who knows, I haven't washed it yet, so maybe once I wash it and it kind of goes, but yeah, I wanted superwash because, I mean, blankets, I end up washing my blankets a lot because I am irresponsible and spill things a lot. I don't know. Things get manky so easily and you don't realize how easy it is until you have something that you have to hand wash. You're like, oh. So yeah, I've been storing it like this in a little ball, but I don't know how much longer that will work for because it is starting to get a bit, so yeah, a bit long. But I'm excited. I'm really enjoying this. It's something I had always wanted to do, but for whatever reason, I just never did. I think a lot of it was when I was living in Canada, I would spend summers traveling. So it was like, well, do I want to bring this whole project, you know? But yeah, so if you're looking to do a temperature blanket, I mean, I know a lot of people start them on birthdays, which is fun too. I might actually do that one year. Just do one completely separate of my birthday and just all my favorite colors. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, it's a good idea. If you're looking for a good one, I highly recommend this pattern. It's easy enough that I have it completely memorized now. Yeah. And it's not just like a double crochet all the way across. There's actually like something, you know, there's those little things. So it has a bit more substance, a little spice. So yeah, that's all the crafts I've done. Because again, like I've been trying to get all of our furniture secondhand and finding like really good pieces, but it just came to the point where it's been like, we've been here since October now, like since Thanksgiving, and I want to unpack. Like I want to really just go for it. And we decided we'll get a couple things at IKEA, not like a ton. So we got a couple just like storage units and things that we really need something probably a bit more specific than we were able to find, you know? So it's been good. We have a little bar set up now, which is fun, and took like a lot of our glasses out, so we have more space in the kitchen. And yeah, we've just been putting shelves up and stuff. And like I said, I have had just a randomly super anxious week. So yeah, the only other really crafty thing that I've been thinking is I have that where my yarn is. There. I have that table. Now it's a bedside table from IKEA. It's the Hemneys. But the issue I have is if I sit it facing where the back of it is facing the back of the wall, like facing the wall, then it, like the back is just a piece of MDF. So it's not like super bothering me, but I'm just kind of like, we could do something with this. So we also have, last year was my turn to pick the calendar, and I got a Muka calendar. So my thinking is like, I just couldn't bring myself to throw it away because I love Muka so much, and I'm just like, well, what if I cut out all the actual art pieces and decoupaged it to the table? Now, my thinking here is then when we do eventually like redecorate and we pass them on, I mean, it was just an MDF board anyway. So somebody obviously face it near a wall and it's fine. But my big question here, I mean, I'm pretty set on the fact that I think it's a good idea and I want to do it. Aside from the fact that, I mean, well, there is the issue of color palette because it's very gray and these are obviously very like green brown, but I think the tone is kind of the same, so I don't think it'll look that bad. I think it'll look really subtle, and I figure it's MDF, so if I hate it, I can just put contact paper over it anyway. But the big thing I need to know is, has anybody ever done anything similar with decoupage? And if so, what kind of glue? I'm thinking I might just use Mod Podge. Is that like good idea, bad idea? What have you done on furniture? It's not like it's gonna get beaten up or used a lot because it's, again, just the back. It just faces the patio door and that's it. So yeah, what do you guys think of that? Like, I think it'd be kind of cool. I think it'd be really subtle. And there is a few kind of like, I mean, There's some blues and grays, like that's sort of a grey-y blue. And it might actually warm up the unit as well. Because I like the furniture we had in the old house. The old house, I mean, we did focus, I think, a little more on like brightening it. Because I think when we went in, it was like so 60s. We just wanted it to feel really like contemporary, very up right now. And very Pinteresty, but I'm not sure. I mean, that house is gorgeous. Like, especially now that they've taken the photos for the listing and everything, I'm just like, oh man, we did a good job. But here I think I might want a little more personality, a little bit more color. I mean, I love gray. That's the issue. I genuinely love gray as a color. So, you know, I'm also kind of thinking like some of the furniture maybe doesn't work as well for what I want. I want like a little more cozy, homebody-y vibe. So I'm trying to figure out a way to sort of make the things we have blend a little better. So furniture decoupage, let me know. Because my instinct is to just cover everything with contact paper. But I feel like that could move into a little bit like a different problem of where it looks kind of maybe like I just covered everything in contact paper. So yeah, thoughts if you've done it would be so appreciative. And yeah, and I think that's about it. Because I really, yeah, I haven't done a lot. I've just been honestly tired and sleeping and trying to get back on track. So hopefully next week I'll do a little more, but if I don't, that's okay too, because I don't need to stress myself out. This is supposed to be fun, right? Anyway, let me know what you think. Thanks for hanging out with me again. It was good chatting to you. I'll leave links for everything in the description box below, and I'll have the blog post up today too, or tomorrow. But yeah, hopefully we'll see you again. Bye!